Hi everyone at the Petersen. My name is Sally Hansen and I am the operations manager here at the San Diego Automotive Museum. Welcome, and we're going to be taking you on a tour. So first we have, in keeping with our current exhibit, which is called Cars with Character, on loan from the Petersen Museum, we have from the cartoon speed racer, the Mach 5. It's a beautiful car, our guests love it, and we're very honored that the Petersen loaned us this to kick off our exhibit. Next to the Speed Racer is the most valuable car currently that's in the museum. It's worth between 7 and 12 million, and it is a 1938 Mercedes-Benz 540K. You'll notice it has very distinctive fenders and bumpers, beautifully designed fenders and bumpers. The interior you can't see very well. It's all red leather. Because this car is so valuable, and because it travels frequently from our museum to shows, it's kept closed up. That's why we don't have the top down. But again, this is one of our most popular cars. There are only 3 in the world. The first car in Concours Row here at the San Diego Automotive Museum is a 1953 Curtis. It's very unusual. The grille looks like it has teeth. So kids and young people really like it because it looks like it's baring its teeth. Here we have a beautiful 1969 Lamborghini, the very unique color combination. This color green that's very popular at the moment, although this is a 1969, the color is very popular now, with an all-white leather interior. As you can see, it's won several ribbons and it's a really beautiful car that people enjoy looking at. Here we have a car that's called a Bizzarini. This happens to be a 1966, and there are only 4 of these in the world. People really enjoy this car. It's just classic Italian design. One year it won an award at the Pebble Beach Concours from Mr. Bizzarini. So it's very lauded, and it's one of our favorite cars. Here we have our 1981 DeLorean. This car does belong to the museum, and we allow our museum guests to get in and have their photos taken. So it seems to transcend all ages. Everyone loves this car. Everyone seems to know Back to the Future. So they're anxious to get in and get their photos taken. Here we have a 1905 REO. This car is museum owned, and it is the oldest car in the museum. This car was donated in pristine condition. They had to do nothing to it. When it was donated, they simply just brought it over to the museum. It's just an extraordinary example of that era car. Here we have our two Fords. This is a Model T. This is a Model A. They're both owned by the museum. They're both in extraordinary condition. The Model T is used in an area that talks about the plank road. And there's a lot of history here. As you can see, it's on a plank road so that museum visitors can learn about the plank road and the role it played in automotive history. This Model A is owned by the museum also, and it has beautiful paint. It's a wonderful example of a Model A, which revolutionized automotive history. Welcome to the Ladies in Red section of the San Diego Automotive Museum. On my right is a Lamborghini. This Lamborghini is owned by the same person that owned the Bizzarini. This is a Dodge Viper. This is a gull wing Corvette that's known as a one-off. People love it because it's so unique looking. And then we have our beautiful Ferrari 308. This was just donated to the museum. This is our car. It was the same car that was seen in the TV series Magnum PI. And it's another car that arrived in really pristine condition. He donated the car. We rolled it right into the museum. It's very beautiful. Here we have the most popular car in the museum. It's Louis Matar's fabulous car. It was a 1947 Cadillac that Louis Matar purchased and modified to make a cross-country journey, non-stop. His goal was non-stop. There's some very unique features. It has an ironing board, a washing machine, a toilet, a hookah pipe, and a shower. You can see the shower head right here. And he made it so that the car did not have to stop moving in order to change the tires. So he would stand on this running board, the car would slow down to 13 miles an hour, and Louis would change the tire. And this remains a fan favorite here in the museum. Here we have a barn find that was a 1928 Studebaker. That is a 1932 Morgan that is on loan. As you can see, we have art, we have an engine display. Later in the year, we're going to display many more engines that are now being readied to bring into the museum. This is a 1960 Sprint car that's very popular locally. It's in a lot of local shows and it travels in and out of the museum. This is the Nissan Car of the future. And that's an imagining of what a car will look like, how they feel a car will look in the year 2050. On this side, we have this beautiful green pickup, an incredible pickup, and it even has eyes. So we're hoping that it'll stay for Halloween because all the kids really seem to like it because it has eyes on it. Next we have a 1935 Chevy Hot Rod that is owned by the museum. Very beautiful car that goes to a lot of shows. Here we have a 1927 Ford Model T that's been modified into a hot rod. And this is a very beautiful looking engine. People spend a lot of time just standing here staring at this engine because it's so pristine. This is a memorial to a local Ferrari guy whose name was Skeets Dunn. Mrs. Dunn was very kind to donate these items, and we've recreated Skeets' office here. As I said, he was a big Ferrari collector. This section here is our collection of international motorcycles. As you can see, it goes all the way down the aisle. We have one of the most unique collections on the West Coast. These are all foreign motorcycles. Our domestic ones are kept elsewhere. I'll show you them. This motorcycle was built by Dan Gurney, and the reason he built it was because he was a very tall person. He was almost 7 feet tall. And he felt like every time he rode a motorcycle, he felt it was too short for him. He felt that they were made for short people. So he created a bike that taller people could ride. This is a beautiful 1961 Impala. It's on loan from one of our museum angels, Mr. Jim Berg. Very beautiful red color and complete with fuzzy dice hanging from the mirror. This is a Camaro that's absolutely lovely. As you can see, we don't have any information on it yet. It just came into the museum last week, so we don't have a narrative printed. But this is a beautiful Camaro that a member of the Camaro Club brought in. We feel very fortunate to have this car. This was a donation. It is a 1955 Chevy Nomad in perfect condition. And we're so proud to have it. It evokes a lot of memories from museum visitors, for people who had Nomads. And it's a unique color. It was the first year that Nomads were made. So this is an unusual car, and we're very blessed to have it donated. These are our Harley Davidsons. There's a hole over here because one of them went out just a few minutes ago. It was a 42 military bike that was great, but the owner wanted it back so he could ride it. Part of the exhibit that I mentioned, which is Cars with Character. One of the cars in that show is the General Lee from the Dukes of Hazzard. If you look inside the car, the cast of the show autographed the glove compartment. Continuing in Cars with Character, we have Herbie from the Disney movie The Love Bug. We have the Jurassic Park Jeep. This is very special. This is also on loan from the Petersen Museum. This is the Bat Cycle that Adam West used in the 1960s series. This is the Kit Car from Knight Rider. This is the 1962 Rambler from the series Third Rock from the Sun. This is on loan from Cozy TV. They are raffling off this car at the end of August. And entering the raffle, go to the Cozy TV website, and Cozy is spelled C-O-Z-I. Here we have another car with character. This is the Mystery Machine from Scooby-Doo. This section is our Star Rides area. We have motorcycles from Paul Newman, from Steve McQueen, and from Evel Knievel, and we are going to be adding a few more of those in the near future. Back here are our Indians. They're a tad blocked by the Mystery Machine, but this is we have quite a great collection of Indians. People really love this one with the sidecar because it's very rare. Back into Cars with Character. This is the famous Tow-Mater from Cars. That and the Pizza Planet truck are the kids' favorites. The Tow-Mater, which was from Cars, and Pizza Planet, which is from the movie Toy Story. Here we have my favorite car in the museum. It's absolutely beautiful. It is an Alfa Romeo Giulia. And just extraordinary design and lines, as you can see. People love taking pictures of this car. And in our entryway is the famous Echo 1, the ambulance from the movie Ghostbusters. The San Diego Automotive Museum would like to thank you for taking this tour with us today. Please see our website at sdautomuseum.org for more information about our museum, shows, tickets, and just general visitation. Thank you, and we'd also like to thank the Petersen for their loan for our current exhibit, Cars with Character.